I've picked the fashion industry with the goal to see how successful Gucci was within its main industry, thus analyzing in the face of brutal competition, does Gucci have enough competitive advantages to warn off its rivals? The characteristics of monopolistic competition are as follows. So we have several firms in the industry with small market share, we have high competition, we have freedom to entry, so new firms may wish to enter and exit whenever they want. Goods are not homogeneous. Firms have some sort of market power, but not enough market power like a monopoly. Firms are not price takers, so this is seen where the demand curve is downward sloping. And lastly, firms do not depend on other rivals to set prices, so this is seen within an oligopoly. So now applying the market structure to the fashion industry, while skilled labor and high quality machinery are barriers to entry for new firms, the barriers to entry are low compared to the oligopoly industries, so like automobiles and supermarkets. Um, Product differentiation uses non-pricing competition strategies to beat rivals in the short run. So through advertising, distribution, packaging, and having unique features. So this gives firms a competitive advantage and market power. However, this can be diminished in the long run. So we have a look at this later on in this slide. Uh, Many firms are in this industry, so Gucci, LV, Prada, Hermes, Stone Island, etc. There's a lot of competition here. Lastly, firms in this industry set their own prices and are successful in selling these items if the product is differentiated enough. So consumers will mainly buy depending on brand image and designs. So yeah, pricing also adds further value to an item. So as we can see in the pie chart, all firms have small increments of market share. So in this case, Gucci has 6%. This means for high competition, right? So because of high competition, Gucci and other firms use product differentiation and hence compete in that manner. Now, Gucci uses many different tactics for product differentiation and to build up hype. And as seen in this survey, 94% of UK customers who own Gucci items own them because of the branded awareness. And additionally, 22% of consumers bought the item because of social media marketing. We can also see Gucci has many unique items as listed below. Its diamond belt being the top value, not sure he would buy such a thing for $250,000, but clearly there's some demand for this. Nevertheless, although Gucci has some market power within the industry, they do not possess enough market power to behave like a monopoly. However, through the creation of niche markets or producing unique items, unique enough from rivals, Gucci can certainly enjoy some market power. As seen in the diagram on the left, in the short run, firms face a downward slope in demand curve. Now this is because they have some degree of price setting powers through product differentiation. And since we assume that firms are profit maximizers where marginal revenue equals to marginal costs, this is where firms like Gucci compete to produce using both pricing tactics and non-price competition to enhance their brand reputation. So by making all sorts of unique different items, Gucci is considerably differentiated to its rivals and hence able to make supernormal profits from PS to ACS seen on the diagram. However, can they enjoy this profit in the long run? Since barriers to entries are low and Gucci is a very profitable market, new firms are enticed by supernormal profits and the ability to freely join the market. So these new producers come into the market with new ideas, new designs, or perhaps might even try to copy the incumbent firms and their ideas. And so normal profits are made in the long run where average revenue equals average costs and supernormal profits are stripped away. Therefore, the increase in the number of luxury items will cause a reduction of demand faced by each incumbent firm, so the demand curve will shift to the left, prices will fall, and each firm's profits will decline to zero. Where the average revenue curve will shift to the left and will continue to do so as long as the supernormal profit remains and new firms enter the market. However, since there is a constant flux between goods that come and go like clothing styles, Gucci may have better products than new firms. Hence, Gucci may be able to retain high demand and prices, whilst other firms would have to leave. So looking at the pros, firms make supernormal profits in the short run. economic activities increases, consumers have more ranges of product selection, whereas in a perfect competition, those options may not be available. For disadvantages, there's no profit in the long run, there is imperfect information in the market, and monopolistic competition leads to a less efficient allocation of resources than, say, in perfect competition. This is seen in the graph, where we can see that firms performing in perfect competition are more efficient as they produce at the lowest point on the curve at quantity Q1 and price P1. Whereas monopolistic competition structure does not effectively allocate resources. So this is seen between quantity Q1 and quantity Q2, where there's excess capacity. For policy recommendations, firms can keep innovating processes and ideas to gain economies of scales, and then maybe impose intellectual property rights to stop copycats. Picture 1 shows that Gucci made a pretty good recovery. However, picture 2 and 3 show that Gucci was actually slow in recovering. Both Hermes and Dior performed better than Gucci. Now, this is because Gucci did not focus on producing and designing for wealthy consumers, but tried focusing on tourism sales, whereas Dior and Hermes heavily supplied the rich. So this helped the rivals of Gucci make sales in the times of pandemic, where tourism and when tourists couldn't spend. In conclusion, although Gucci made a good comeback after the pandemic, firms like Dior and Hermes have made bigger impressions with products and sales. Gucci unfortunately did not have strong enough competitive advantages, whereas Hermes and Dior enjoyed serving the affluent, which was their main competitive advantage. Thanks.